got me a pretty big package here. Hello everyone, I'm the player Kid here, and we got us a pretty big package from my friend Splendid. He was going to be featured in this video, but he's been offline all day, so we'll have to do it without him. But this package comes from him. I got this for $38, and not only is it the thing that I mainly bought this pack for, but it's also full of goodies. Actually, I don't think I'll need them. Well, it's got some surprises in here that I have yet to tell you. I'll just show you. Once I get this open. Splendid, you absolutely suck at packaging things. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna use my knife here. Alright. Oh, a message from Splendid. Hi, player. Thank you for purchase. Splendid. He's got a little doodle of James. You are very welcome, Splendid. That's a something. I think that's the mystery engine. But that's not what we're here for right now. Oh. That's a big one. That's a big one. And we got... Take that off. Get that out of James's face. The James disrespect here is crazy. Alright, we've got a bunch of things. I think that's just spare bubble wrap. So we got I see something blue. If this is, yeah, it's what I think it is. Come on, get out of there. Oh my god. He looks so good. He looks so good. Oh my god. Now, quick reason why I got this thing, because I know for a... Did you just growl at me? You just growled at me. Are you mad that Thomas is getting more attention than you? I gotta pet my dog. Alright, so let's look at the box before we look at the Thomas himself. So we got normal, in fact, be right back. Here is the All Engines Go donut box. I'm gonna compare and contrast them. There's not really a difference in comparison. So we're gonna pack this one's got the exclusive, because this is the DOWT Thomas exclusive. And the reason I got this was because I know that I'm definitely not going to a DOWT Thomas like at all. So I decided, why not get this for $30 off of a friend? I'm still so excited that I finally have an 80th anniversary Thomas, and I did not expect it to be my first my first 80th anniversary toy to be the exclusive one. I thought I'd never get, but I mean, I'm not complaining. Then we got the back of the box, nothing special, just a picture of Thomas, DOWT Thomas. It's like on most of these boxes, like even on Donald here, except it's on the other side. Thomas, and that's really, nothing much to say about the box. So let's go ahead and open this very carefully. I want to correct a minor mistake that I made when opening up Donald in my Matheway Mafia review unboxing on Donald. Splendid actually taught me how I can preserve the box easier without having to actually rip the glue off the plastic and putting more glue on. Actually, what you do is that you cut on the edge of this plastic, not where the glue is, but where the plastic starts to go up. I might need a box cutter for this, actually. See, this is why I need to be more prepared for this stuff. Alright, I'm back. We got ourselves a little box cutter here. Now, what we want to do is kind of just get it in there. There you go. And you just cut along here. Alright, and you just kind of just slide him out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This feels so surreal to hold. This feels weird in a way. So, first thing you notice out of the way, the proportions are a lot. Thomas is a lot bigger because of the updated proportions from Origins Go. And it's definitely a plus side here. I mean, it still feels so surreal to hold. I mean, I didn't know I would be holding this so early. And the reason I got this, real quick, the reason that I got this Thomas, instead of like going to Walmart to find like a greatest moments one or something, is because I've been to so many Walmarts and I could not find them, so I don't think they're in my state yet. So I just decided, well, why not get this one? I mean, Splendid is selling it for like $30. I think that's kind of a steal. So, another thing you probably noticed out of the way, these special birthday details. I don't mind them. I don't mind them at all. It just makes this Thomas just more unique for DOWT Thomas. And the cat here is actually cake icing. That's pretty cool. There's the DOWT Thomas logo on the cold bunker. It's only on this side. It is not on this side. I don't know why they did that. The sidewalls are back on the chassis. Except this time they're a little different in shape and they're dark color. Same thing with the coupling. The coupling is darker color. The molded back like that is real good. Also, I want to point something out on the smoke box chassis. It is not like a solid black. It's like a works. It's like a it's like a weathered brownish black color. Same thing on the chassis. In fact, let me find my Origins Go Thomas chassis. I don't have an Origins Go Thomas, but I have the chassis. That Thomas I kinda tore up for a Cancel Broomstick Thomas custom. Here's an Origins Go Thomas chassis. See, this one's a solid black. This one's more of a kind of a works, like a dirty kind of black. And now let's talk about that face. Oh my goodness, look at that face. This face is so freaking epic. It's just a remold of the other Thomas faces that all these other modelized Thomases have, but it's completely new mold just for these engines. Just for these new 80th engines. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. It looks so much better than... Come on, let me grab it. It was much better than this. I don't have a Trackmaster 2, like a normal Trackmaster 2 Thomas, so this is what you get. Alright, let's take a look at these faces. Look how, quickly, smoke box color, see? It's not glossy, and it's not solid black, it's more of a works works brown. This is glossy black. So point that out. Speaking of, let's go ahead and just go ahead and compare and contrast just these two Thomases really quick. Let's just go ahead and do that. First thing, obviously the proportions. This Thomas is way taller. On both of the Thomases, the windows are stickers. So, I mean, I don't really care about that. The buffers aren't painted, but then again, neither were these. This Thomas's buffers, I had to use a Sharpie when I was younger, when I got this. Speaking of the buffer beam, let's look on the buffer beam. These lamp irons and lamps look a lot better. On the normal Trackmaster 2 engines, the lamp is literally just like some sort of rounded, it's like this but smaller. And it doesn't have that like feature, obviously. That's what that looked like. And it had this weird molding thing on the side of the lamp that went into the buffer beam. Whatever, footplate or whatever. So, that's another thing I noticed right off the bat. This Thomas obviously does not have that. Well, actually, yeah, it does. Oh my god, it actually does have that, but it's not as noticeable. I can see why they did it though, to make it harder to snap off, and plus it's easier just to do that. But on this Thomas, it was like much more easy to notice. Also, this Thomas just feels durable. Meanwhile, with Trackmaster 2 and cheap plastic. Another thing, the cab here, and the space between the tank and the splasher here is just painted. And that's on the normal Trackmaster 2 Thomas and all the other Trackmaster 2 releases. But if we look at this Thomas, see, it's actually indented and it's kind of hollow. That is actually really cool. Same thing with the cab here, although on mine, the cab lining is sort of misprinted. It's sort of off-center, but you can't really blame Splendid for that. That's more the quality control at Mattel. Something else I've noticed, the chassis, the buffer beam on this Thomas, and the Origins Go engines are the same color. But on the normal releases of the, like on the normal 80th engines, like the classic Thomas where it doesn't have all this special details, or the Greatest Moments Thomas, the buffer beams are darker red. I've seen that in many reviews. I've seen, like, when they would, not necessarily that they would point it out. In fact, I haven't seen anyone point it out, so I'm the first, I guess, to point it out, but this Thomas's running board is a bright red. But on, like, say, the normal 80th one, it's more of a darker works red. I think I prefer, like, this red, to be honest. Like, sure, on the other red, like it looks more industrial, which I'm all for. I mean, it's just a buffer beam color. I don't really care, but it's just something, I think I just like this shade of red more than the red that we got on normal releases. And, of course, there's the chassis, but I haven't put any batteries in. We'll do a running session in a minute. But now that we have Thomas out of the way, let's look at the truck he comes with. This is a really nice Troublesome truck. I like the 3D face, like the icing on the signs, and the chassis. The chassis is way different from any other Trackmaster truck that we've gotten in it. Like, hang on. Let me pull out two trucks that will compare these. Alright, here is an Origins Go Troublesome truck, and here is a custom truck, but this one is a repaint of the Origins Go normal Thomas release. First, let's look at this one. The chassis on this one sucks. It is bad. Factually bad. Like, I don't even understand, like, why they had to, like, why do they have all this unneeded space between the axle and between, like, here? Like, they could have easily just made the buffer beam go down here and show more space here for the wheels. Very lazy. It almost looks like the truck has a skirt. Then we look at this truck. It has a buffer beam now, but it doesn't have any axle boxes. But everything else is fine. The wood detail and the 3D molding, the 3D molded, separately fitted face, I mean. And of course it has this cool wobbly feature. Then we get on to the 2025 trucks, which have these special axles that are a combination of these two chassis. Or technically, a combination of these two results in this. And I'm all for it. I love the new axle with the new chassis here. And again, the separately fitted stuff. The wood on the inside feels really nice. And the face fitting is the exact same as the All Engines Go one, so you could probably swap their faces actually. But I mean, who would want to? Who wouldn't want to swap this cute little face? And I just realized the truck's looking that way, Thomas is looking this way, so you can have them have some sort of conversation, which is kind of weird because usually the trucks are picking on the engines and the engines are upset about it. You know, like this. But we'll put batteries in him in just a second. Oh, and by the way, here's the box without. Here's Thomas's box without it. He looks pretty interested. This is the box without the train. And if I pull up my Donald box again, you can see that the grass background is different. Very nice attention to detail with these packages. But you think we're done with this review? Oh, no. We got a lot more to cover. I'm gonna put Thomas in the truck right here. We have got this. And then we got this long one here. I hate when it zooms out like this and the quality becomes kind of bleh. But, you know, we're gonna have to with this review. He used school tape to open this. Actually, we'll open the long one last. Let's go ahead and open these. This one, the smaller one. Now, I already know what this stuff is, but I wanted to keep it a surprise for you guys. As you could probably tell by the somewhat unviewable bubble wrap here, it is some Trackmaster 1 wagons. First one, this van, and the other two are 7 blank wagons. You got this green one, which I think might have been like I'm not sure if it was already green or if it was sun faded, but it looks a little too green to be sun faded. And then we have another 7 blank wagon. Again, none of these have faces. And then we have this other one, which is this pretty blue color. I will probably paint these in a more, I guess, better looking. Oh, and I just realized, well, the coupling on this one's a little bent, but it's no big deal. But anyway, I'm gonna put these trucks to the side. We're gonna put them right in front of James just to tick him off. Actually, he's a splendid boy. He deserves to see. And speaking of seeing, you guys will want, or James seeing specifically, this one I was really excited to get once I heard I was getting it. Ladies and gentlemen, we finally have ourselves a Tommy Donald. No, I've never had a Tommy Donald before. I've never had a Tommy Donald. Let's take a look at him. This is me holding Donald for the first time. I really like the face here. And I think I got the later version where the body is lower on the chassis, which I guess is fine. Got the nice sticker here. Love that coal. Same with the other aero engines. Overall, the stickers are don't see any scratches or scrapes or attempts of peeling on these stickers. That looks... This is a mint condition Donald, and it even has the windows. That's usually the first thing to go when you get a Donald as a kid. Usually the windows are the first thing to go. Oh, and also I just noticed that is painted. Oh, Tony really upped their game with the Scotch toys. Now, unfortunately, I don't have Douglas, but Splendid has a stickerless Donald, which is not a Tommy one. It is a Trackmaster one, and I could probably print off some Douglas decals, and we could have a Douglas. But real quick, it'll just be Donald, unfortunately. But as you can probably tell with Douglas's prices, it'll be a while before I get one, like an official Douglas. Let's take a look at this tender here. Something that always bugged me about the Scottish twins, I'm not sure if that's a problem with... Yeah, it is a problem. The tender is super big. Like, it is just a little bit taller than Donald. Or it's a little bit shorter than Donald, but it's not, like, short enough to the point that it's accurate. Like, look at that. Like, it does, like, the door doesn't even match with the bottom here, the bottom of the window, which is usually where the doors are supposed to be. In reality, it's supposed to look like this. But my guess is the reason they did this was so that way they had enough room for the sticker on the tender, which is fine. It's just a little nitpick that I had. I think from what I've seen, I think you have to take just the top of his boiler off to get this, to get the battery in, but you know, overall, what do I rate all of the things that I've gotten in this big box from Splendid? Thomas, definitely a 10 out of 10. Would highly recommend picking up just a Thomas. Like, I can just picture this Thomas without the details. If you see an 80th Thomas in the shelves, I totally recommend picking it up. Donald. I also give him a 10 out of 10. He is 100% accurate to his show counterpart. The Wagons, I don't think they deserve a rating, because, I mean, they're just wagons. So, let's go ahead and put batteries in these guys and give them a run. James, I'm so sorry you're not getting any attention.